Solidarity is a collective of people from many different walks of life working towards a common cause.
Solidarity is people banding together in support, combining knowledge and resources.
I think solidarity also recognizes the inherent worthiness of every individual.
Each one of us is like a twig, and on our own we can be broken very easily.
I think that only in recognizing exactly how vulnerable we all are as human beings do we really see the imperativeness of coming together.
Engaging and connecting and siding with others in their aim for freedom and aim towards a happy life and happy existence.
Group together to find that strength with one another and to make that bundle of humanity work to its best potential.
It's not imposing our way of thinking or our way of knowing on anyone else.
It really is just saying, yeah, this person is not just an empty vessel making noise. This person actually is saying something that should be heard. And I stand in solidarity as this person speaks.
The power of that oneness is really what we're striving for in solidarity.
I had the opportunity to travel to Guatemala, and I met with the women of Colecem, and I also met with women across rural Guatemala who have formed these women's groups. They're still living the repercussions of a 30-year genocide and civil war, and so any sort of political action they take is putting their lives on the line. What impressed me so much was the solidarity that the women had with one another across ethnic groups, across Mayan indigenous languages, and across definitely political ideologies, to really focus on the human rights abuses that are happening against women in Guatemala. There's a systematic violence that's happening, which is food insecurity. So what they did is they created these food security projects. One is a chicken rearing project and the other is a family garden initiative. And both of the projects will allow these women to gain the skills they need to cultivate their own food. So our role as Alianza Colecem is to financially facilitate the projects. We see that these women have clearly already created incredibly feasible, very sustainable projects, understanding that the funding will not come from any nonprofit in Guatemala and it won't come from any governmental organization in Guatemala. What they're doing is really important work, and it's really significant work. And I think it's a message to these communities that although their plight has been ignored, it's incredibly important. And finally, I think it's also a message to the Guatemalan government that someone else is understanding what's going on in these communities, and that it's not just